Jeffree, you're in trouble. So as we all know, Jeffree Star has been hiding. He, in my opinion, is very scared of what's going on. He posted a final Instagram post where he said he was going to see his grandmother. Now his grandmother, who is 103 years old but also 100 years old, you know, the one that turned 100 years old last year but this year is turning 103. Make it make sense, Jeffree. And he basically put up this Instagram post where he was on a private jet and he was flying out to his grandmother's. Now, everyone caught him out because he was not flying out to his grandmother's, and this was an old picture that he posted earlier this year, and he very much so just exposed himself for lying. So theories spread through the internet like wildfire of people believing different things on why he was lying about this. Now, he might have actually gone to see her, but it's very unlikely, and also a lot of people don't believe she exists. But because he used a picture that he used before, it was kind of like, what are you hiding? Anyway, the entire comment section has been flooded recently with people being like, your grandmother A, doesn't exist, or B, this is an old picture and you're lying. Jeffree Star, as we know, has been pretty silent on social media in terms of making posts. He just disabled the comment section, which means he fucking guilty. He guilty as hell. So, I asked my subscribers, what we're going to do is read through your opinions. I'm going to comment on your opinions and say my own, because this is juicy, because Jeffree Star does not disable any comments on any social media, and the fact he did this on his last Instagram post is what was that? So I asked on my YouTube and Twitter and I got over 1,000 responses. Thank you. Jar Jar Sprinkles for the nicknames. Oh no. It's just trying to block everyone out and pretend it isn't happening. He's waiting for people to move on, but he really needs to apologize and actually change, and I do agree. Stuff like this will continue happening, Jeffree, because you never take accountability. And that's the problem. For this to change and move on from this, whatever that means, you have to take accountability. You can't just be like, oh, I do not see, but you're actually like, I do not see. I just know he's freaking out, calling everyone, probably seeing if he needs to drop Shane, anything he can do to make people move on. And I do believe I said I don't think he'll have a problem just dropping Shane like that. He's definitely making this worse for himself, which I agree with. He needs to decide whether he wants to sink or swim already, and yeah, I think it is at that stage already. It's way past that stage, but how is he gonna come back and be like, summer Jeffree Star Cosmetics release? Like, we're not gonna buy that stuff. He's trying to hide the fact his grandmother doesn't exist. Can we call in a wellness check on Grandma's Star? I think it's hypocritical because Jeffree is always the one voicing his opinion when no one asks for it. Yeah, Jeffree, why can't we voice our opinion? His grandma's controlling his Instagram. Elaine, you were bad for that. He just doesn't want to deal with anything. Like he said before, silence means you're guilty. Yep, Jeffree, your words. Tone Jeffree, starch. That's a new one. Doesn't want to answer for his crimes, not surprised. Looks like Jeffree Starbucks is scared. I feel he's gonna drop something massive soon. I don't know. I don't know if he is. Jar Jar Star Wars has feelings too. He wants to keep running Jelly Bean Starburst Cosmetics. We all know he can't handle the people calling him Jar Jar Sprinkles, Jeffree Starfish, and Voldemorphy. Voldemorphy is just top tier. He's sweeping it all under the rug and saying, look how clean my home is. We all know Jeffree's living in filth. I'm just waiting for him to trip on that rug and reveal the dirt. Wow, that was so like subliminal. Hannah, that was way too clever for me. Jeffree Star Wars gets in trouble. Shane, I think he made a mistake, but we're family. Shane gets in trouble. Jeffree, happy birthday, grandmother! He's legit being so shady. The fact he's basically letting Shane take the burn of all this is so disgusting. Jeffree Starburst is the worst. He's too much of a wuss to hear what people are actually telling him. This man cannot take any criticism. This must mean we're finally getting to Jar Jar Sprinkles. Jeffree blocks anyone who says anything negative about himself, but he says everything negative about everyone else. It's just like the cherry on top that he cannot take it. Oh, whoo! I love it. He pretends to be unbothered, but this just proves how really bothered he is by the amount of hate he gets. He deserves it. Honestly, how long will it take for jiggling starfish to own up to his mistakes? If you can't swim, why in the world are you in the water? And just like his palette, his career is also cremated. Someone said I came here to see what fun nicknames everyone was giving to Jigsaw Scruff, and I'm not disappointed. Jealous Styrofoam just wants to ignore everything and make everyone forget. He's a coward and doesn't want to admit to anything he's done. I agree. He's hiding something and wishing it will all go away before his next launch so he doesn't have to talk about it or do an apology. Yeah, and he did in that video like, never doing this again. He's gonna have to do doing this again. The moment he says anything or comes back, we have no choice but to bombard him and raid the comment section. Kinda cowardly, for someone who talks a lot of scandalous stuff, he seems to be scared of what people are gonna say to him. Also, he has to stop acting as if nothing is happening and take accountability. Even if Shane did, it wasn't good, but he did. In my opinion, it just shows how afraid he actually is to face all this. He acts like he's unbothered, but would a person who doesn't care actively avoid the issue? I don't think so. We got you, Jeffree. He's probably so overhearing about the drama that he started. He's showing how shady he really is. He had the time to post the lie. He had time to not only take pictures, but shoot a collab video. He had time to monitor his social media platforms and change the settings. But when will he have the time to address the backlash from his and Shane's actions together, as well as his own backlash? It just shows how self-absorbed he is, and he could not care less about addressing his customers or supporters. But he'll be quick to let them know what's dropping next from his brand and talk about other people's drama. Ooh. He's doing his best to shut everyone else out. He's running away from his problems, which is extremely immature, but what else could we expect from Jeffree? Because he's in a dark place. It wasn't him, it was his 200-year-old grandma. He's trying to mourn his career in silence. Jessa Flores, you were bad for that. Someone's sister scared that he might not come back from this one. He's silencing us, so that just affirms that he's guilty in my book. Gotta come up with a good cover, and that takes time. Just following his PR orders. He can't hide from this forever. It's only going to continue getting worse. So it's better to say something now. His grandma is so offended he keeps getting her age wrong. He's tired of all the hate he's rightfully getting and trying to fly under the radar, thinking this will all blow over like his previous scandal. Like I said before, this is every scandal in one, so how are you expecting this one to go away? He always puts on this act when someone else is in drama, but when it's his own drama, he does everything he can to not talk about it. He's putting his fingers in his ears and going, la 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 la, I can't hear you, la la la. He knows there's backlash, but at this point, it's been too long not to say anything and have a reasonable explanation. I feel like there's some bigger drama going on behind the scenes. If I don't see it, it won't affect me. Mentality. 1. He's guilty that he lied again by using the same picture he uploaded in January. 2. He's concerned because Taddy blew his cover and now he has no power to paint his narrative. He's trying to be unbothered when everyone knows this is affecting him. Jellybean Starburst is trying to avoid everything and wait until everything disappears. Well, it's not. So why can't he understand that? Yeah, Jeffree, this is one different one. I'm giving you a piece of advice. Address it. He knows he's being inconsistent and he knows people know that. Honestly, he's just letting Shane take the fall because all he cares about is money and his brand. God damn it, Jar Jar Sprinkles. Why is Jar Jar Sprinkles just became like a theme for us? It's our brand. While he hasn't been super active online, he knows what's being said about him. I think when he does eventually say something, he's gonna pull the mental health card and not actually address anything because he's taking a break from social media. He needs to address what's going on. Jeffree is clearly bluffing. He's doing the best to block out this situation until it dies down. The cowardliest man ever. Jeffree is a laughable YouTuber. He's avoiding everything, which is so unlike him. He usually gets right in the middle of drama and the aftermath, but this time, he's afraid. Honestly, if he lets time pass with silence, then comes out and says, I'm not going to be talking about this at all, will be the smartest thing to do in his situation. People will then just start to forget. I feel like he's going to say something like there are two sides to every story and I know my truth, but I won't be feeding the fire. I said I was done with drama and I am. Yeah, he might do that. Unless he's going to have to change the video from never doing this again to doing this again. Voldemorphy's afraid because of all the sister slaps. He's just blocking to avoid everything, wishing it would all go away. He's trying to figure out a way to spin it on himself, so the narrative is in his favor. And everyone will forgive him, and this time next year, another scandal, with Jeffree as the investigator, as always. How is he gonna make moves on social media but not address anything? Yeah, it is super weird. Jeffree watches all the drama channels. He's already paying attention and he knows what's coming his way. That's so shady. Does he expect we're gonna forget things? The downfall of Jar Jar Shitter. He's being ridiculous. Such an a-hole, honestly. Nose up in the air thinking he's better than everyone else. I cannot believe I ever supported that sorry excuse for a human. He's a monster. So what if he's a monster? Oh my god, my voice is gone. My voice cracked twice. Ah! No! Oh my god, I'm losing my ability to sing monster. It shows he's been defeated on this one. We caught him in a lie. Again. He's the most unbothered, bothered person. He just needs to stop avoiding this. He knows it's gonna get worse for him. Too little, too late. Because he'll probably use the same picture next year when his grandma turns 150. Well, it confirms he's watching and paying attention from his panic room, just not speaking out, yeah. Sounds like someone got caught out for lying about visiting their 137-year-old grandmother and he's tired of getting busted. Oh, Jeffree. Shows he's watching, yeah, he's so involved. He cares so much about what people say about him. Jeffree, if you're watching this video, hello. You're over. His silence is so loud at this point. If he's so unbothered, why does he keep doing that? He's clearly bothered. Just shows he's a liar, we've all been saying it. Jewel Stoner couldn't take the heat of being called out for a disgusting person. My guess is that Jelly Tart can no longer keep up with deleting comments. You know, the ones that expose his past, present, and predictably, his future. He's a coward, that's all I have to say. He got called out and then he went, nah, I'm out of here. He said, get that fire exit door, I'm out of here. Jar Jar Staircase probably did it because he knows that we've caught him lying. Or his PR made him do it. Busted, he should have just deleted the whole post. Exactly. Jeffree Star knows exactly what's going on. He's watching all the T channels to stay in the loop. Yet he has the time to not stick up for his friend. I think it's really starting to set in for him now, and I do agree, like, this has been going on for a while now. Like, normally the drama he gets involved in is over in a week, but if you think about this is going on for a longer period of time, and that's probably really scary for him because he's always been let off the hook and things, but he's waited so long now that it's like, what can he really do? And that must be terrifying, but you know what? Honestly, at this point, Jar Jar Starships is scared maybe. I think he knows he's currently losing and going to lose even more money when he comes back. He got caught lying. I don't understand why he didn't just post a new picture. Yeah. Or even just like another picture, like of anything. Out a plane window or something. That would have been so much better. So there are so many other people giving their theories, but I just want to say my opinion now. I think he can't delete the post because then he goes back on saying that he went to visit his grandmother. Now, because a lot of people don't believe he actually visited her, if the truth comes out by him deleting that post that he didn't go visit her, it kind of fuels that he spent all that time trying to come up with a response, which makes him look even worse. So that's why he's probably disabling the comments, then no one can really talk about it, and if other people aren't reading these comments, it doesn't get into their head. So he's still thinking and he's watching and he's doing everything. It's so weird. Like, Jeffree, when are you just gonna decide, oh, summer launch today? We will not be supporting. So everyone, tell me what your opinion is of Jeffree Star disabling the comments on his post about going to visit his grandmother. I think it's super shady and super funny, honestly. So let's have that conversation below. He's scared. He's scared. In my opinion, he's shitting himself. Anyway, let's have a conversation below. I love you. See you in my next one. Bye. Mwah.